Hello everyone, my name is Kayla and welcome back to Kay's Hidden Shelf where we talk about books. Today we're going to be doing one book, one reason, and essentially this is just rapid fire reviews and recommendations for books. I have done so many book reviews over the years, whether it's written or in video format, and while there are those who love their long format reviews, sometimes we just need a quick little one-liner or a quick description to get a book on our TBR or get us interested to pick it up. So today I'm going to attempt to do that to the best of my abilities. So kick back, grab a drink, relax, and let's dive into these rapid fire book recommendations. The first book is one that I have been shouting about for years, and I will continue to do so. That is Nomads of the Sea by Kobe Zucker. This is not a romance. Let's get that out of the way first and foremost. The cover is a little deceptive in that this is a military fantasy that I personally think could rival the likes of John Gwynne and Joe Abercrombie. It blends elements of those two authors' story styles together in such a way that is captivating, it is gripping. This is a chunker of a book, but I did not want to put it down. It's also a standalone, so you can read an entire story of this and not be committed to a series if that is a barrier for you as a reader. After that is The Hunters by David Ragg. This is book 1 in the Tales of the Plains trilogy, with book 3 releasing, I believe, this year, so it will be concluding quite soon. And this is a fantasy western that reads like a cinematic chase scene, plenty of action, but you also get lots of heartfelt moments between an aunt and niece and a sibling dynamic duo that is just so lovable. So you get the heart, you get the action, you get that cinematic feel all throughout this frontier type story, and it is just a binge-worthy read. Next is one for those who love action, some creepy vibes, Japanese setting, and a motley crew. That is Never Die by Rob J. Hayes. This is a shorter read at around 260 pages. It reads quick, it pulls you in quick, and it does not let go. You have memorable casts of characters in this, and you have those creepy vibes to lend to the action, the circumstances that the cast finds themselves in, and essentially you also are on a mission to kill a king. So high stakes, impossible seeming mission, and this is the type of read that had me reeling with the discoveries throughout it. If you have been looking for more cozy fantasy, then absolutely Bard City Blues by Nathaniel Webb is one that you'll want to check out. This checks all the boxes of cozy fantasy with a little slice of romance, that cozy found family, and the lovable side cast characters that are memorable, hilarious, or just quirky as they are. One of the main reasons, though, this stands out is the tale that is told by following the main character, who is a musician aspiring to join the Musicians Guild. Because of this, and because the author is a musician themselves, this is one of the best, no, it is the best representation I have ever read of musicianship in any story. The music rings off the pages, just the subtle movement of the main character when they're playing their guitar, all of it is incredible, and you have that heartwarming story that goes along with it, and that lovable cast, plus illustrations throughout the story as well. So if you love stories with bards that brings together classic fantasy elements and tropes all within a cozy fantasy story, this is absolutely going to hit all of those boxes for you. Next is one for those looking to add epic fantasy to their TBRs, and that is The Bloodstones by Tori Tekken. This is the type of story for character-driven readers who love watching characters go through their journeys, good or bad, who love the feeling of the emotional gut punches as they read, and the setup for something incredibly grand in a unique world. This is the story that kicks off quickly as well. There is no time wasted in seeing just how high the stakes are. So if you love being thrown into stories that are rich in world and lore and still deliver on those character aspects and arcs, absolutely one you'll want to check out with satisfying payoffs. The Wickwire Watch is a gaslamp fantasy that also blends elements of horror and paranormal that just works so well. I'm 4 books into this series. This is only book 1 in the series, and I still don't know of who I can trust. The tagline on this one is "Trust no one," and I'm 4 books in and I'm still not sure who to trust. This is a story of survival, of right versus wrong, but also mob mentality and the judgment of others, of society, and what that can do to those involved. Who is right? Who is wrong, and what is the real mysteries going on behind the scenes. All of this is explored, including what is sacrificed along the way. So if you're the type of reader who loves gripping reads, the stories that just pull you in and don't let go, and then you cannot wait for the next one to release, this is absolutely a series I cannot recommend enough. Next is a sci-fi novella, and that is The Stars Within by Alex Arch. This is the type of sci-fi story that explores humanity's need for survival, struggle for survival from 2 different circumstances and POVs, completely different from one another, and it gives you a beautiful insight into humanity's struggle for survival in extreme circumstances. The beautiful part about this novella is that this is the kind of read for those who love their mind bent a little bit. Once you've done reading this novella, you will want to go back and start from the beginning again to get the full experience of it. This is absolutely a read I would recommend for those looking for that sci-fi read that is short but powerful. And last but not least is a fantasy horror novella called Your Blood and Bones by J. Patricia Anderson. This is the kind of story that follows the human experience, but from a perspective of a change in life direction unexpectedly. This story follows a young girl who is born human, but at a certain age she starts to develop a growth of feathers and bones jutting from her skin, marking her as a monster. Those she once loved, family and friends, want nothing to do with her, and she is rescued by a boy who says that there might be a cure, and so they go on the hunt for this cure, with the only thing keeping them going being hope. This is an exploration of the human experience in just complete shocking change for those who have experienced a diagnosis, a chronic illness, a complete direction in your body's health. This is absolutely a fantastic representation of the emotional experience that happens as a result of those changes. The story is one that is memorable. It is dark, it is eerie at times, and I had a hard time putting this down. While it is short, it certainly packs a memorable punch. And that's it. I'm really curious what your thoughts are in terms of this video format. Did you like the quick, rapid book recommendations and reviews? Did you have any that you added to your TBR as a result of it? Leave your comments down below. I would love to hear from you. As always, thank you so much for watching, and take care of yourselves.